Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope.
I love this word.
Only to get slapped down hard.
And the reason I love this quote is just like, look at us. Like, we're from different countries, different continents. We've jumped hurdles.
Yeah, I should let our listeners in on a lovely experience that I had. And that was we were at Burning Man.
Okay.
And we did mushrooms.
Oh my goodness. Now you are like
And I'm just
putting it
all
out here
out
with
there.
drug addicts. We take drugs.
If you could be a drug addict on psilocybin, that would be crazy. I had this just amazing recollection almost, or vision. And as I said, I've only done mushrooms a couple of times. And each time the images that came to me were super profound. And I want to say it doesn't actually matter whether it's true or not. What matters is the insight that I got from it. You know, it's like a story. So I can read a Jack London story. It didn't necessarily happen, but I can get a lot of insight from it. Anna Karenina, not a true story, but there's truth in life. And so we can get so much from it. And so from this was this memory, like before we were born, where we made an agreement of where and at what time we were going to meet. And then when I think of all of the hurdles, the barriers and the hurdles and the fences and the walls that we actually had to, overcome and penetrate in order to get to like the craziness that led us to this one moment where, even though for a while we'd been actually circling in each other's periphery, that it was as though like all of these forces conspired to put us together. And when we finally met and exchanged numbers at a time, and had this conversation, we said, hey, let's finish it over coffee sometime. And then we both got busy. And it was months before I think I reached out to you, and then you reached, and then it was like, no, I'm busy. And then you reached out to me. And at some point it just got so crazy that it was like the world was just like, okay, you're going to run into each other accidentally over and over and over again until you finally agree to get together. And then we did, and we went out for drinks, and now here we are.
Here we are.
So that is a good one.
But yeah, when you think about all the things that needed to happen for us to meet and all the people that we needed to meet so that we can meet, it's a lot of hurdles and barriers that we've.
And for me, and I'm hoping this is also sharing, and one of the reasons why I like to share this story is that there were a lot of events in my life, and certainly in yours, that when you look back, or even if you go back in the time and you remember, they were really, really difficult challenges.
Correct.
Right? Whether it was you surviving a civil war, whether it was, my dad not wanting to keep jobs and moving the family around. There are things as a kid that you go through, and then as an adult in relationships and real challenges that then you think, oh, this is so hard, but then that's actually really necessary. All of these crazy steps, and then these little sort of seemingly random moments like your mom telling you about the Waldorf school in Kenya, or these random moments I can think of in my life where I was really certain that I needed to do something. And I almost feel like there were 4 or 5 times throughout my childhood that I had this major impact on where my family was going to move. And so what were all of these things that like this little kid was impacting this whole family? It doesn't make sense. Why was that happening? And then, you kind of like look back and you say, there were reasons for the challenges. There were reasons for these things that brought us to this moment. And at some point, you're too early in your biography to know where that is, And so there has to be this trust of this sucks. And thank God I'm going through it because it's getting me to where I need to go.